Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? What is going on? Happy 2 a.m., depending on where you are. Happy 2 in the morning. I'm gonna try and have some music on in the background, but every time we do that, I know it kind of messes my mic up, so just kind of keep me updated if the music or we just start hearing chopping or whatever. Just let me know. But let me just get myself situated here, and we're going to kind of hang out for like an hour or so. We'll see where the night takes us. I took a huge nap today, so I am very awake. But in good news, though, I did finally finish the script for my caretaker video that I'm going to be doing. And it's a script I've been working on pretty much since like, I think April. But hold on, I'm going to see the chat in a second. I can't see you guys yet, so just give me 1 second. Live. And if you guys can, just post a link to this stream on Twitter and tag me, and I'll retweet it so I could annoy everybody on Twitter and let them know I'm on. Alright, hold on. Q&A. Alright, let's go to this chat. So, let me know. Let me know if the audio's okay, if I'm chopping at all or something like that. I hope I'm not. But what's going on, everybody? We got Win Chat, Dynamic Frequency, Miguel, Chef G cooking it up, Jay Serrano. How you doing, Jay Serrano? The Hornet 79. Imagine I was. What's going? Awesome. Okay, let me know, because eventually it starts to like get worse, the audio, and I just become all choppy, which is annoying. What's up, Titan? I see you, Titan. Oh, there's my girl, Data Girl, in the chat. What's cooking? Data Girl's doing some rendering tonight, so we got a nice little squad. We're gonna look. It's 2 in the morning. I can't sleep. I just finished finalizing that caretaker script. I've been working on that since I think 9 o'clock. So like 5 hours I just put into that damn script. It's gonna be my longest video ever made, and I got some really good friends along the way who are gonna join me for that video. Some people you know very much. So it's gonna be real good. Daydream Deluxe in the house. Everybody, Daydream's got a really good video coming up. I'm very excited to see what he's got to say. So, but anyway, everybody, welcome to a little Q&A. We'll have a good time, share some stories. Yeah, just like so much is going on in my life right now, between the record label and the channel, and finally, I think my girlfriend and I have finally found a house. We're out of attorney's review. Everything's good. We just need everything to go smoothly. And once we close and get the keys, I'm going to take like a 4-day bender from this channel. I'm just going to like party and celebrate for a couple days, because we've been looking for a house for months now. With COVID, it's just been fucking nuts to get a house in this market. So, you know, two 20-something-year-olds finally beating it. Because everybody, I said this last stream, I don't know who's here from New Jersey, but everyone is selling their homes in New York, making a ton of money, and then coming to New Jersey, and buying all the inventory. So people like me and her, we've been saving money for a while, and we're happy like that we've gotten to this point now that we can put enough down for a house, like in a down payment. I'm sorry if this is all really boring. This is just what's on my mind. But we're just getting beaten out by all these people coming from New York with just cold hard cash from the sales they've made on their property, and then they're downsizing here, and like they just kill the market. So it's been crazy. But thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. And once we move out, and I'm setting up a whole office for Pad. Like, we're getting the record collection back up. We're gonna get some serious recording equipment. It's gonna be real good. But yeah. So what's going on with you, everybody? I want to open the floor. Let's do a little Q&A. Let me know what's going on in your life. Throw some questions out. I'm here for a while. You got me for a little bit, so I hope you're all here to get comfy, chill back a little bit, and we'll have a good time. Shabazz, yeah, I know. Private Mag stopped, which is cool. Certain things like require a lot of work. I know exactly how it is, and that was a big project, and they did more than they ever had to do. So I'm cool with it, and I think everyone kind of dispersing from Private Suite, they're gonna create their own little things, and it's just gonna be great. So I think it's a good thing, blessing in disguise. Let's see what's up. Let's go to the chat. Did I listen to Luxury Elite's new album? Yeah, I did. It's like a classic Lux release. It's always good. Lux always puts out that timeless vaporwave that I never get sick of, and I think a lot of people never get sick of. I think we've crossed the line in vaporwave that no matter how crazy production gets, you really can always go back to that sound, and it always works. So, I love Lux. Shout out to Lux. Chef Fiji's exams finally ended. I hope you got some good grades. So, Samad Al-Hadiadi, I'm so sorry for butchering that name, I know I am, says they recently bought Everywhere at the End of Time. Hold on. Wait, everything's getting a little glitchy here. Hold on one second. Here we go. This is where everything starts to get all messed up. You guys can still hear me, right? Anyway, so they bought Everywhere at the End of Time through Bandcamp. Should I listen to The Caretaker while vibing and doing nothing, or should I listen to it while doing something somewhat mindless? I actually talk about that in the Caretaker video I'm going to be dropping. I don't know when it's going to come out. It's going to take a very long time to make, but the script is finally done, like I said. But I think you can do both. In my opinion, I think it's just very hard to ever find time to truly go through the whole thing in one sitting. And that's why a lot of times I recommend people to listen to the other release he made, the Bliss one that he dropped in 2011. I think that kind of just encapsulates everything about Everywhere at the End of Time in a more traditional length music release. And it's very good. But I would say Everywhere at the End of Time is so long, it's very hard to sit for 6.5 hours. Like, I would do something during it. I've listened, truthfully, like, no lie, I've listened to Everywhere at the End of Time in its entirety twice, like, in one sitting. Like, in a single sitting. I've done it twice. And for the most part, I think most people, when they listen to it, they only listen to the first two stages, because it's actually very pleasurable, the first two stages. And then the last couple ones get kind of unbearable. But that's the whole point of it. But it is... I find the last couple stages therapeutic in a way, too. Because by that point, the thing just drowns out, and you don't even realize it's there. And then that last song kind of wakes you up. And you're like, wow, I just listened to this whole fucking thing. But enjoy it, dude. It Everywhere at the End of Time is a masterpiece. It's without a doubt a masterpiece. And there's a reason why so many people make like video essays and content about it, because it's so enticing to explore. And I really hope with my video, I don't hope, I know with my video I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to bring something refreshing to the discussion of Everywhere at the End of Time. And I truly believe this is going to be my best video ever. This is the one that takes me over 100,000 subscribers, and then we're fucking celebrating like I won the Stanley Cup. I'm taking that damn play button, and I'm gonna make a whole video of just going to, like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, I can't do anything with COVID. It's not like the clubs are open or anything, but I'm gonna do some crazy shit with that play button. We're gonna have a good time, and I'm taking all of you with me. Let's see what else we got. Spooky, what up, Spooky? They're doing a Million Miles Away repress. Awesome. They confirmed it on Instagram. That's one of my favorite Future Funk albums of all time. It's that classic Future Funk. You know, that unlike classic Vaporwave, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really listen to a lot of Future Funk anymore. At least the like, nothing against artsy, but like the artsy music-esque Future Funk from back in the day. And I think artsy's kind of changing their tone anyway with the sound they put out. Like, a lot of the latter releases they've done is that like Fiber, Barb Walters, you know, Aridus kind of sound, where the production is a step above everybody else, in my opinion. Nothing against anyone, but they really they're evolving the genre into something beyond what future funk was anyway. It's not even future funk anymore, in my opinion. It's something else, but A Million Miles Away, that's timeless. That never gets old. Daydream says Roller Coaster Tycoon stream when. We'll do another one of those soon. I just thought tonight, let's just like hang back. Because the thing is, when I play Roller Coaster Tycoon, I go in a goddamn trance and I forget you guys are there. Sound trip, don't worry. Better late than never, dude. Don't even worry. Alright, let me go back to the questions here. Grizzly Lumber says, you've done a lot of stuff on Japanese artists in the past. What's your thoughts on Hiroshi Yoshimura? My buddy Steven, I never know how to pronounce his name on YouTube, but he does an excellent video on Hiroshi. I haven't really listened to them that much, and I want to, but I will check more into that. Also, really quick, talking about Japanese artists, I don't know if you guys saw, but on Twitter, Ryo Fukui's wife contacted me after I made that scenery video, and we were sending emails back and forth to each other, and she told me to send me a package, and the package, a couple months later, I totally forgot about it, finally came in the mail, and she sent me, I'm actually looking at it right now, she sent me Ryo Fukui's solo album on vinyl, and she wrote a nice little note, because I told her my girlfriend and I always wanted to go to Japan, and when we do eventually, when everything opens back up, we want to go to that, there's a jazz club that Ryo Fukui ran, and now his wife runs it. It's called a Slow Boat, and I told her we want to go there, and she wrote me this note saying, like, she can't wait to see us, and, when everything gets back to normal, we'll meet up. It was, like, the sweetest thing ever. I don't know, and I said it, too, like, the internet is an incredible place. Like, we live in a time in history that no one's ever had this ability to connect and exchange things with people like we can now, and it's pretty beautiful, so... Yeah, I'll it's on Twitter if anyone wants to see. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, go give me a little peep. Also, everyone, real quick, while we're here, shameless plug. If any of you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to a bunch of cool rewards, my little spiel, whatever the word is, you could join my Patreon. We have a exclusive Discord server called Club Chennington, which if anyone in here, who I know there are people in here who are on that server, they can tell you it is an awesome time. It is such a chill group of people, and we're always hanging out, discussing music, video ideas, a bunch of whole things. So if you're interested, here's the link, and there's a whole bunch of cool rewards for signing up, so it goes a long way, really helps the channel out, and I love the community we kind of built over there. So thank you all for your support. And, yeah. Let's keep going. It's 2:12 in the morning. Oh my god. Also, is this stream, like, choppy for anybody? I feel like it looks, like, choppy on my end. I think it's because the bitrate is high or something. I don't know anything about technology, so... Let me know in the chat if the stream's a little messed up. The visual is super choppy, right? What the hell? Okay, but the audio's good? The audio works fine? That's the most important part. See, can I change the bitrate while I'm streaming? Will that fuck everything up? Does anyone have any... okay, I don't know if anyone knows anything about streaming, but right now my bitrate is at 2500 kbps. Should I change it to something? What do you guys think? Let me... you guys out me so much. I don't know what the fuck I do. I'm always asking people to help. Is 2500 a lot? The video's all right now. What up, JJ Fisher? What do I think about the Tomorrow music video? It's awesome. It's awesome. Like I said in the Death Dream, video I did. It's a brilliant music video, and I actually found out that Father, the artist, is the alias of Christ, and I didn't know that going into the goddamn video, and I wish I did. And I would have totally reached out to John to like get him to join me in that video, which is so annoying. I would have loved that. But yeah, for those who don't know, I recently did a video on Death Dream, which is this like small little tag on Bandcamp that I found pretty fascinating. And the reception for the video has been awesome. I think it's almost at 50,000 views already in like a week, which is crazy. So thanks everyone for checking that video out. Do I know Shoji? Yeah, I know Shoji. Shoji's my boy. I love that kid. Shoji's like the only dude I know. And I'm not saying people, you know, don't bring energy, but that dude, like, when we do the live show, I've done a lot of live shows with Shoji, and we fucking party. Like, that kid is a bundle of energy. I really do love that guy. We got 3D Blast in the hizzle. We got my boy in the house. What up, 3D Blast? I always feel that my streams just eventually go into Electronicon talk. But, like, how many times can I talk about the same stories at Electronicon? But every time 3D you pop up in here, I always just think, like, you were the first person I saw that day, and it just started the whole weekend, you know? Do I remember, what's up, Benton Hatch? Do I remember any music that was introduced to me that got me into music as a whole? I know for a fact the one piece of music that truly changed my life was in middle school when I heard the Abbey Road medley for the first time by the Beatles, like that Golden Slumbers into the End thing. Like up until that point, I would just listen to whatever was on the radio, you know, which is cool. Like me growing up, I had a great era of songs on the radio. Like looking back at it, like Usher and 50 Cent, there's some fucking bangers, but like I was in middle school and I remember I listened to Abbey Road for the first time and I was like, this is amazing. And that kind of started my journey into just like discovering music, not just listening to what was on the radio. But other projects that I would say, like, or other albums that really made me just dive into other, I guess the way to put it is like other albums that I've listened to that made me like want to look and search for more music. Another album I can think of right away is Manners by Passion Pit. I was obsessed with that album in high school, and that kind of opened the door for me to like learn about all these other kind of like, I guess, indie bands. And then like The Fall of Troy's Manipulator got me into like post-hardcore and like math rock or whatever when I was in high school. And then what else? Louis LaRoche's Future Funk EP was something that got me into French house, I would say, besides like Daft Punk. Discovery, obviously. Yeah, the Fall of Troy fucks. Yeah, dude, I've been to, oh my god, so I went to a Fall of Troy show like 2 years ago in Brooklyn, and the last song they did was FCP Remix, but Thomas Arak was letting everyone go on stage. So I literally jumped on stage and the bassist gave me the microphone and I sang the chorus with them. It was like the coolest experience of my life. So cool. So that was one of my favorite concert moments I've ever. You know what? I'll share some concert stories with you guys. Let's talk about some. I miss live shows so much. So I was talking to Fiber this week about Aesthetic Nights and just how it seems like he was like, I kind of just tell myself that never happened because it was just a whole nother vibe. Like it was just, I don't know, like hanging with Power PCME and Discoholic was there, and I don't know, just it's sad to think about, but I don't know. Let's reminisce on some concerts. I guess I got some good concert stories. So yeah, I sang the chorus of FCP Remix with The Fall of Troy when I went to see them in Brooklyn at the Knitting Factory. So there was that. I've seen August Burns Red, I think 3 times, and every single time I've seen them, I was front center, like pushed against the fence. I was able to make my way to the front every single time, and holy shit, like those are some of the sickest shows I could ever recall. Just like that band was so good. I remember when I saw. I'm a really big Lil Wayne fan. He's like my favorite rapper, and I saw the Drake versus Lil Wayne tour a couple years ago, and my buddy and I, at the venue we were at, PNC in New Jersey. I don't know if anyone's ever been there, but there's like the lawn, and then there's the orchestra seating. It's like it's a pretty big venue. Obviously, it's like a big outdoor seating thing, but we had tickets in the lawn, and the lawn was like lit. It was a party, and Drake and Lil Wayne, they put on like a 4-hour show or something. But halfway through the show was just so crazy, and security was all over the place. We actually jumped the fence to get into the orchestra seating. So many people were doing it, and the show was like crazy. Like people were just like going into sections they weren't supposed to be in, and all this stuff. But we jumped the fence, me and my buddy, and we ended up getting like so close to the stage. Amazing show. So that's another concert memory. Obviously, Electronicon and Aesthetic Nights. That I've said those stories so many times. I can't even. Like, I'll go on for hours. What else? The first band I've ever seen live was Rush, actually. Little interesting fact about me. The first band I ever saw was Rush when I was in 7th or 6th grade. It was the Snakes and Arrows tour, and I remember I saw them. Windmill in 60 seconds, say how great of a person Fiverr is. Fiverr is a fucking great dude. I love that guy. Let's see. So, what other band stories do I have? The last concert I went to before COVID happened, besides shows that I put on or I was, doing a set at, I saw the 1975 in Philly, I think. Amazing show. Oh my god, so good. Yeah, good time. I miss concerts. Electronic Warfare, what's up? I miss concerts too, dude. PNC Bank Art Center, yeah. Pizza in a Tango, that's the venue. And oh my god, like, all the years I went to Warped Tour there, it just feels like it never happened. 3D, that's sick, dude. I would love to see Disclosure. Actually, me and Blast, we did a little Chillin' in the Pad episode together on the channel if you ever want to watch it, but I never really listened to Disclosure before I talked to you. I listened to some of their stuff, but I remember after we talked about it, I kind of went into a lot of their work, and they're so good, dude. And their newer stuff, like that Mali Mali track, oh my god, it's so good. So good. Yeah, Disclosure's really good. New album's ripping. Yeah, I love the artwork too. It's so cool, like the face and the rocks. It's so dope. Chef Fiji, 100 Gex vid when I've never listened to 100 Gex before. I just realized the other day I always thought it was 1,000 Gex, but it's 100. I don't know. I gotta listen to them. I've like heard their sound. I don't know. I can't really get into it. I don't know. What's up, Cardian? I have it all listed down. I've just been super busy and I didn't get a chance. I did listen to Mouth Sounds though, and I saw Fantano made a video on it. I did check that out, but I have everything written down, Cardian. So, and I'm gonna reach out to you when I'm ready to do that Slushwave video. I'm gonna get you on with that. So. You've always had some good insight over the years. You've definitely visited this channel. Yeah, you were one of the first people, So I would love to get you in on a video. It'd be cool. How's Frank feeling, by the way? 3? I know he was sick or something, right? Like he had something wrong, like he had a stomach problem or something. Thanks, Ryan Mast. I'm really trying some new things recently. No, Cardi, listen to me. Like I said, no, you're not an asshole at all. I like people who, you know, we need honest criticism, more honest criticism in this world. So I never think of it that way. I'm not even saying that to sound like nothing bothers me or stuff. Like I truly appreciate when people kind of give me some good criticism. Frank is feeling good. He's on the up. Had some stomach ulcers. Was kind of worried for a bit, not gonna lie. Hey, Go-Go Duck. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the donation, dude. Go-Go Duck has, like, donated so much to this channel in the past. Such an awesome dude. Everybody throw some Unos up for Go-Go Duck. Thank you. All these donations that come in, and a lot of the Patreon people who support me on Patreon, that money is going towards what I want to build when my girlfriend and I move out, and I could finally set up like an actual office for Pad and just begin everything. Yeah, shout out to Go-Go Duck. Awesome, dude. Hey, Anthony. Thanks, dude. That's pretty sweet. So, okay. I have something to talk to you guys about. So, has anyone seen the movie The Platform on Netflix? I never watch movies anymore. I watched it this week. What a crazy concept. I love movies that have, like, just really dystopian settings and, like issues, I guess I could say. Has anyone ever seen The Platform? Annoying Noah says, hey, Pad, when I finally make my idea come true, do you think I can drop it on your label? I have a lot of ideas for the label, and I do have a lot of releases already planned and set up and currently in the works. But I think it would be cool to have a part of the label be almost like a big platform for anyone who just wants to upload their album. They can upload it there. Like, I'll have the main page for like the releases on the label, but then also this like sandbox of just everyone who follows the label if they just want to drop their own stuff. I used to do this thing called LoungeNet. It was like this radio station I do on Twitch, and people would just send me their work and I would play it. And I think I'll just make LoungeNet like a part of Catskill Records, but it's just this big, just open thing of music, you know, that everyone can submit to. Alexandros Torsi, I'm so bad. If I butchered that so bad. I'm gonna just say Alec, because I don't know. Hey, Pad, love your work. Have you heard of Prurient? What do you think? So, the only thing I've heard from him, he's the dude who made Rainbow Mirror, right? Prurient. Yeah. I wanted to actually do a video on Rainbow Mirror while I was going through that whole noise kick, and I never got to doing it, but maybe I could do it in the future. I have so many videos in the backlog that I don't know when it would be. But thank you for your donation. I think it's an awesome release. It's like 3 hours long or something, and it was just like more mind-bending noise that's like really detailed, I would say. It's awesome shit. It's really, really cool. And somebody said, is it a Spanish movie, The Platform? Yeah, it's in Spanish, and it's so good. Oh my god. Yeah, Zachary, that's kind of like what it was. It wasn't 24/7 though. I would just go live on Twitch. I don't know if anyone even remembers LoungeNet, but my MacBook can't handle it. It sounds like it's gonna explode every time I did it, so I stopped. But once I move out, I'm also gonna build an actual PC, so I have proper software, not just like an old MacBook. It's not even old. It's just my these mechs, they, I don't know, they're so expensive and they can barely do anything, but... What's playing right now? Desert Sand Feels Warm at Night. His latest album. Here's the link. Carden, I do agree. I really was like, what the fuck when it ended? Like, come on. Yeah, that's a good take. I agree with you there, Cardian. I do agree. The acting was so well though, and like you could tell the movie was on such a cheap budget, and they nailed it. They nailed it. Daniel, yes, I have, and I've been recommended to make a video on them a lot, so I might do that too in the future. Ow. Hey, Cameron, thank you. That's what I want to be, a 3 a.m. Deep music teacher. That's my goal with this channel. It's a good way to sum it up. Excuse me. Hold on. I need some water. My girlfriend told me about The Circle. I've never seen it, but I watched a video on how to survive it on YouTube. Dude, thank you. About Tulu. That's really cool. So yeah, that was just a whole bunch of tracks I never finished. And I threw online. You're Unspeakable. I did not know that Tupperwave was going to be retiring from Vaporwave for the time being. I had no idea. I just saw it pop up on Twitter. Actually, I have to message him. I don't know if he's still even active on the Twitter, but I didn't get a chance to say, like, you know, I hope everything's alright. Prurien has a classic industrial noise album, Frozen Niagara Falls. Powerful noise, but at the same time very melodic. Highly suggested. Also 9 out of 10 from Anthony Fantano. Very cool. Data Girl, why does Unreal Engine hate me? Listen, don't beat yourself up too much, because your fucking 3D renders are so goddamn cool. I, like, you, Zero, you guys are... It's amazing what you guys do. Have I listened to Machine Girl? No, this is just another artist I have to listen to. Thanks, Metal Heart. I appreciate it. Data Girl, I'll be on the lookout. For those who don't know, like, Data Girl, 3D Blast, they all were part of the Block Party, which was a festival we did a couple months ago. It feels so long ago, right? Doesn't the Block Party feel forever ago? But... yeah, go check out all their music. I know 3D Blast has got some new music coming out. Yeah, Block Party's 8 years ago, dude. Yeah, I know. I know. Federico. Hell yeah. Tup's awesome. New 3D Blast album is coming and it's here to stay. Dope. I was so pre-COVID, before it fucked everything up. Have I been promoting myself on MU Pad? I came across this post yesterday. No, so I never knew what MU was until somebody messaged me a couple months ago saying that I was doing a Q&A on there. And I was like, no, I'm not. So I clicked it and somebody was saying they were me doing a Q&A. I was like, oh God, like this just seems like a mess. But I don't know. I just heard so many bad things about that place. Here's the thing. If you ever see anything that like me writing something on MU, it is not me. I don't use 4chan, or I don't even know how it works. I don't know. So yeah, it's not me. If you ever see anything on there, I literally only use Twitter and I promote my shit on Reddit. That's it. Um, hold on, let me go back up. Yeah, Daydream. I've been on a Desert Sand jam for a while. That dude, I'm telling you. I know we got Telepath, but Desert Sand, he's the king of Slushwave. I mean, his material, he's put out so much stuff, and oh god, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't even, like, I saw, like, one thing about me on, there was that thing about me and Skylar Spence on 4chan, like, a long time ago. It just seems, like, so mean and necessary. It's just weird. I don't know, like, the world, this is what I tell everybody. Y'all know me, I never get involved in, like, any drama or anything like that. It doesn't make sense to me. Because, first off, it's, like I tell everybody, it's literally letters on a screen. So, like, don't let anything bother you on the internet. It's just, like, look outside. There's, like, a beautiful sun. I mean, right now it's dark out, but, like, you can go run around outside. You can go get, like, a slushie. Like, think about how crazy it is to get upset over something on the internet. So, I don't know. It's just, the internet is weird. Well, 3D Blast, that's because you are the only good, you and him are the only good Vaporwave producers. But yeah, I don't know. Life could be so simple, you know? But Federico, yeah, Tub's got some good stuff. He made some good contributions to the scene. I think for, like, that mix of future funk vaporwave that a lot of people like, he was really good for that. He put out some really, like, bouncy and optimistic stuff. It was always fun. Yeah, I don't know. The internet, it could be weird. It's so unnecessary. Like, don't ever get upset about anything on the internet. If someone says something about you, it literally doesn't matter. They need more, like, sunlight. And, like, I don't know, go eat, like, a good sandwich or something. It'll just make you so much happier. I don't think, I mean, I remember when I first started making videos, holy shit, some of the messages I would get were brutal. But I really think, like, Vaporwave Twitter is so chill. Like, I don't see anything. I mean, I don't know. Go Duck, you're fucking, I love you, dude. You're a legend. Thank you for the donation. I like that little character, too. The little cute lemon guy. Thank you, dude, for the support. Thank you. Go Duck coming in with the racks. Hell yeah. Let's see. Are we still? Is this album still going? Yeah. I took my headphones off. I don't know if it was still playing. Yeah. So I guess just in more news about the channel, I'm gonna be making that video on the Caretaker, Everywhere at the End of Time, and there's so many videos about Everywhere at the End of Time out there that I have to do something. I have to do something different and refreshing, which I will be. I'm taking an interesting take with it. I'm going to be explaining it in a kind of personal way. I'm really excited for that video. And like I said earlier, I have some good people in the scene joining me for the video. I actually reached out to James Leland Kirby, and he responded to me, so I got some thoughts from him. So, really, really cool stuff. Oh, Junk Drawer, here we go. Combo Champ 2. I know. Combo Champ 2, right? Please get Discoholic in there. I ain't gonna say anything about Combo Champ 2 yet. I ain't gonna say anything. When it happens, it happens. That's all. When it happens, it happens. If you know, you know. Am I right? If you know, you know. Yeah, I agree, 3D. We need to fucking ban Discoholic. That dude is too powerful. Here's the thing. Everyone thinks, like, Discoholic's so funny and, like, blah, blah, blah. He is so good at everything. Like, he's so good at video production. He's so good at music. He's really good at drawing. He did that, like, he gave everyone a free profile picture. Remember that? Like, Discoholic needs to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. He's cursed, overpowered. Yes, him and Nano, both of them are dangerous. They need to stop because I don't know how we compete with them. Thoughts on Sport 3000? I haven't heard that name in a long time. I like Sport 3000. I like that album with the purple bars. That was one of the first. When I first started the channel, that was one of the first albums I really listened to. I remember, because I was talking with Nightlight Tapes at the time. Shout out to Nightlight Tapes. They were like an OG to me, but they were going to be giving me music for the channel, and I remember they had Sport 3000 on there. Yeah, Data Girl, that thing's crazy. I messaged him about it, and I was just saying, like, that is the craziest. I can't even get my MacBook to work sometimes, so just hearing that, I don't know. Wow, Frederico, that's really cool. I heard some people say that they like would go through every single one of those albums, which is awesome. You know, I still to this day I think that's a very solid list. The top 100 songs, um, the top 100 songs we recently did with Daydream and Seb, Kite 0080. I think that video is better. I think it's a really nice blend of everything. Um, yeah, and speak, but he's got a good. He's Discoholic's got a good booty. I gotta give it to him. Have I ever read Football 1776? Nah, I don't know what that is. The only book I never was into reading, but I've read Five People You Meet in Heaven like at least 15 times in my life. I remember once a year, whenever like my girlfriend and I would go away on vacation somewhere, whether we'd go upstate or just take a little trip somewhere, I would always bring the book and reread it, and it's such an awesome experience rereading that book. Um, all right, let's open the floor here. Let's see what's a good conversation topic. Somebody start throwing out some good conversation topics or just some questions that I can open up and everyone can give me an answer for. It's already I'm wide awake. I have to be up at 8 in the morning. Oh Lord. Now that we're closing in on this house, we got to go furniture shopping. You know what? Here's a memory I have. Does anyone in their life, like, I know one of the like most vivid memories I have growing up. Do you remember those days, like, you would go with your parents to, like, for me, it was either fucking Home Depot or, like, a furniture store, and you would, like, sit in the store for, like, 4 hours, and all you'd have was, like, your Game Boy Advance SP, and, like, you just find a comfy couch in a furniture store and, like, play Sapphire version for 4 hours. Does anyone remember? Was I the only one who, like, had that experience? Like, just sitting on the furniture of a furniture store and playing Sapphire version. It's so simple, those times. I remember this one furniture store. I went to. When I was growing up as a kid, I would throw up so much. It was the weirdest thing. Like, so many things would get me sick. Like, not that, like, I would just get grossed out by the taste of some things. I remember this one time. We went to this furniture store. We were there for it felt like 10 hours. And I remember they had this bowl of pretzels at the furniture store. And they were those sourdough pretzels. And I never experienced, like, a sourdough pretzel taste in my life at this point. I just always had, like, you know, like a ShopRite or Pathmark pretzel sticks or whatever. So they had this bowl of, like, sourdough pretzels. And I, like, took one and I ate it, and just the shock of, like, not tasting a normal pretzel like fucked me up. And I remember like I remember like I had to like go to the bathroom and like throw up. Like I don't know. I was a weird kid. This another time. I don't know why I'm talking about throw up story. Another time, I remember, um, my like my dad would always try to make like me, my brother, and my mom like he would try to like have these like family nights where we would watch a movie, and like none of us like wanted to do it. Everyone was like we'd be playing Nintendo. My mom would be like watching television. We'd be like, do we really have to do this shit? Like we're totally content with all hanging out in separate rooms, and not, and not like spending time with one another. I don't know, but I remember we watched this one movie once, and I ate a whole bag of Swedish fish. To this day, I cannot. If I smell Swedish fish, I will die. I'll die. I ate this whole bag of Swedish fish, and I just like, I got so sick. All right, I don't know why I'm talking about like throw up story, but oh god. But yeah, so like back in the day, just like going to like furniture stores or like Home Depot and just sitting there with your Game Boy. Good times, good times. I tried Vaporwave says I tried a pretzel in New York and I think the salt made my face break out. Dude, pretzels in New York. Mm, so good. Is anyone in the chat from New York? Does anyone live in New York in here? Chutney. What is that? Isn't that weird that like if we accidentally put something on food or eat food that we don't like we make a mistake like we think we're about to eat one thing and we eat another, it could just like totally fuck you up. Spooky. Well, that's like an I know because I remember when I used to eat Swedish fish, I like love them, and now I just can't. Um, I'm now obligated to listen to a Muslim gauze album pad. Send me stuff, Cardi, and you know the deal. I will get to everything eventually. I really do mean it when I tell people like comment shit in my comments and the videos, and I always go back to those comments to get new video ideas. So, but yeah, I was saying like about New York. One thing I do miss about the city. I've been going back to the city for work. They finally like our office is letting people go to work like in the city again, and like I could totally still work from home, but I just miss New York, so I'll go sometimes. But now cases are spiking again, so we're like, oh, god damn it. But one thing I do miss about the city is just the food. Oh my god, like so much good food. Did I ever talk about Wu Hop on here, the Chinese restaurant in Chinatown that is open till like 6 in the morning? The like super sketchy underground Chinese restaurant. Does anyone know what Wu Hop is? I could tell you some crazy Wu Hop stories. Yeah, I'll tell you some crazy Wu Hop stories. Big city food be hitting different. Oh yeah, like like you know what I really want right now? Like some halal, some spicy chicken and rice with pita bread and spicy sauce. Oh my god. Have I had Cam's Pizzeria? No, I don't think so. I'm one of the people who think New Jersey pizza is better than New York pizza. I genuinely do. New York pizza really isn't that good. A lot of it, like, there's a lot of good one, obviously, but a lot of good pizza there. But I don't know. 3D. I want to. I'm so pissed that COVID happened because me and Ronnie, from Vapor Space, we were planning on doing a. We were in the talks about this. We were doing oh, real quick, card. I love Polish food. Oh my god, one of my best friends in high school is Polish, and some of the food his mom would cook us up, mm, so good. But 3D, yeah, we were gonna try and get you on for a show. Obviously, we were in talks about that. We wanted to plan a little like Midwest tour or just like Middle America tour, and do a couple shows throughout. Like take a week off of work, everybody, and just travel in a van. It would be so cool. But one thing I was so excited about that trip was to try deep dish pizza in Chicago, which everyone tells me is not even that good. I don't know. Someone could clarify that for me. Hey, sponsored me. Sometimes, I mean, a bad burger is never good, but like a burger and a beer, can't go wrong. Canadian Gamer, new sub in the house. Well, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the fam. But, oh, Frederico, have a good night, dude. I don't know if you're still here. But I'm going to tell you, does 3D, I'm not going to lie. I always forget. You're Detroit, right? You're not. I know you're not Chicago anymore. I've asked if you were in Chicago so like 18 times. But I'm gonna tell you guys a good New York City food story. See, I know where you're from, 3D. I'm gonna tell you guys a good New York City food story. All right. I think I said this story one time on stream a long time ago, so I'm sure most of you weren't here. But everybody get cozy. Let me try. This is a long story, so I'm gonna tell you a night I had in the city one day. Everybody get settled. We're gonna go back to pre-COVID days. Hold on. We're gonna go back. Do we still got music? Oh yeah, hold on, let me put music back on. There we go. We got some more desert sand on. Alright. Let me get situated here. Data girl, I just saw that tweet you made. Quote me, I'll put that shit on my grave. It's true. It's so true. Like, there's so many things in life that you can do that to not get upset about something someone says about you on the internet. It's so true. And the other problem is, before I get into my story, the thing that makes me upset is when you see people you know get upset about something on the internet that someone says about them, it kind of like takes time away from them creating stuff and putting more content out there. So it's just a waste of time. Like, don't beat yourself up over that shit. But anyway, story time with Pat. Everybody get cozy. I'm going to tell you a story about a time that I went to this restaurant called Woo Hop. So for those who don't know, there is this restaurant in Chinatown in Manhattan, in downtown. So it's called Woo Hop, right? And it's like a famous restaurant for people who live in the city. Because what happens is in Chinatown, everything closes, right? But one of the only things that stays open is this place called Woo Hop, and it's an underground restaurant. They have a restaurant on the top floor as well, on the street level. But everyone who goes to the street level one are like tourists. They don't really know about the bottom one. It's like a native New York thing. Like celebrities would go there in the middle of the night. It's like this really cool little spot. So yeah, so in Chinatown, there's this place called Woo Hop. It's open till like 6 in the morning, and they make some of the most banging Chinese food you could ever have. And whenever you go to Woo Hop, you're either just like drunk or you're just out all night and you're like, I want something good, but I don't want to get like $1 slice. So that's fine, Cardi. Flood it over, baby. Flood it over. So this one time, we would go to Woo Hop a lot. Like back in the day, we used to go out and like bar hop, and then we would always end up at Woo Hop at like 3:30 in the morning, and just get like a bucket of fried rice and lo mein, and really, really good. So this one time, my buddy and another one of my friends, it was actually a couple of us, but we were out like going to a couple bars, having a good time, and we got out of this one bar. It was like 1 in the morning, and everyone kind of like wanted to go to, like, they were like kind of clocked out, but I was like, nah. I was like, we gotta do something fun. So I was like, let's go do some karaoke, because in Koreatown, in the city, the karaoke doesn't open till like, most spots, they don't really open till like late, like the good ones. But there's this one, and there's a lot of expensive karaoke spots, but there was this one karaoke spot in Koreatown. I forget what it was called. And it was like a real expensive spot, and you have to take the elevator in the building to get to the top, whatever. And I was like, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go there, and I'm going to get us in for free. We're going to sneak in, and we're going to do karaoke for free. So everyone was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, let's like just fucking live a little bit. Let's like try and sneak in and like do some free karaoke. So we get to the place. We call an Uber. We get to the place, and the line, like you go in the building, you take an elevator up, and the line to get into the karaoke bar is like huge. And I don't know if anyone has this by them, but a lot of these karaoke bars, like they have little individual rooms, and then in there you like rent the room out, and there's like TVs, and you can like order food to the room, and you just do karaoke with your friends pretty much. It's really, really fun. So we get there, we're in line, and this place is like reservation only, so everyone has reservations. And I remember we got to the front of the line, and they asked for my reservation number, and I just said 7. Like, I don't know. I feel like why would a place, I don't know, I would assume like someone's reservation number would be like a couple digits, right? So you can't just say anything. But the guy was like, all right, like he just let us through. So like the number 7 worked. Like how is that the fucking system you got set up? So whatever, we get through. Now we're in this like waiting room. It's like a hub world, like in Destiny, like the tower, right? So we're in this big room, and surrounding the room is all the little individual karaoke rooms that you can go in. So now we're standing in here, and already like it's a pretty expensive. Like some of these karaoke places, they could cost you hundreds of bucks. Like this is a really nice one. So we're standing there, and already I'm like, I can't believe we got this far. Like I was pretty buzzed. I was like, I don't know how I managed to get us this far. So the room is getting pretty crowded, and there's like a big bar there. People are getting drinks, whatever. But the karaoke rooms haven't opened yet. So I look down one of the hallways, and there's a room, but the door's open to it. So I was like, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in that room, and we're going to take that room, and when the bartender comes in or anything, we are going to insist that we have this room as a reservation. It was a pretty shitty thing to do, but I was like, I just wanted to do something crazy. I was like, let me just see how far we can get with this. So we kind of like make a break for it. We go into that room, and we end up in like the most, I've never been in a karaoke room like this. It was fucking huge. It looked like a spaceship. There was just TVs all over the place. It was sick. So there's like 5 of us in this giant room made for like 30 people. So I'm like, oh my God, like I don't know how we're gonna persuade, you know, when they come in here, like when they come in and like ask us for our card and to put on, because you gotta like put your card on tap so they can bring drinks, and there's always like a drink, you have to get like at least 2 drinks or something like that, or order food or whatever. So I was like, how the fuck are we gonna make this happen and like not get kicked out? Like, and I also didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't know, like, whatever. So I told everyone, I was like, no matter what happens, whoever comes in this room, you insist that we have this room. So finally a waiter comes in this room, and I was like, you know what, I'll take charge. I'll be the one to talk because I'm the one who had this idea anyway. So they like come in, and they were like, what's your like reservation number? We didn't really like allow people to go into the rooms yet, whatever. And I was like, oh, you know, here's my name, and whatever. I don't know why I kind of did this, but I just gave them my name, but they were gonna ask for it anyway. But I gave them my ID and my card, and I was like, we have a reservation for this room tonight, blah blah blah. I made it a long time ago. And the guy goes, he leaves, and I told my friends, like, guys, this is how we're gonna get away with this. I said, I'm gonna act like a fucking annoying, like, rich kid or something. I was like, I'm just gonna pretend like we have this room, and like I got it booked, and like I refuse to not have it. Like, wild story. So the guy comes back. So he was like, you know, we don't have you on file. So I was like, are you sure? Like, I was here, and I booked it a couple months ago, and blah, 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 blah. We end up going back and forth, me and this guy. This poor fucking guy. Like, we end up going back and forth. And looking back at it, I feel so shitty, but, like, I don't know. It's a good story. And after, like, 20 minutes, his, like, boss, I guess, comes in. And we end up talking, whatever. And they leave, and they come back, and they're like, all right, this is what we're going to do. So they were like, we apologize, like that we messed up your reservation, whatever. And right there when they said that in my head, I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna fucking pull this off. I got it. We're out here. We got it. And they were like, this is what we'll do. To make it up to you. And in my head, he's saying that. I'm like, how is it this easy? How is it this easy to pull this off? So he's like, to make it up to you, we're going to give you guys, like, to, for any of the trouble we caused you, a free bottle of champagne on the house. Obviously, it was, like, cheap house champagne. But I couldn't believe it. And they were like, and we'll do, like, 1 round of shots. This is a completely true story, too. So I was like, okay, like, that's understandable, that kind of makes up for it. Like, thank you for, giving us time. And they were like, but because you're not on file, we have to give this room to the people who are here, so you only have it for a half an hour. So at that point, I was like, we got so far, and I didn't even think we were gonna get this far. I was like, all right, let's just accept this. Let's accept this. So I was like, yeah, like, that's fine. Like, I was like, thank you. I was like, it is what it is. Then I just totally changed my tone, and I was like, it is what it is. So me and my 4 friends, for half an hour, I think I sang like just 20 minutes straight of Frank Sinatra. Like, that's all me and my friends do when we do back karaoke. All we do is sing Frank Sinatra or like old 80s songs, and we none of us could sing, so it's just a fucking mess. So for half an hour, we got a bottle of champagne and a round of shots, and it was one of the craziest things I've ever experienced in my life, because I just couldn't believe that how is it that easy to pull it off? How the fuck is the number 7 a reservation number? Like, come on. All I gotta do is channel Karen. I gotta channel my inner Karen. I know, Data Girl. I know. So, whatever. So, going back to Woo Hop, why I even brought the story up. So eventually we leave, and like most New York nights, what we'll do is we'll take the train. I think we walked there. Koreatown's not far at all from Woo Hop, so we walked, and you go to Woo Hop at like 2 a.m, and it's a bunch of people who are just out, and you make friends with a bunch of people, and like, looking back at those times, like, I don't know when that's ever gonna happen again, because the concept of what it was, like, now with everyone being so careful with COVID, it was this crammed basement underground in Chinatown with a kitchen with who knows what, if they followed any sort of regulations or anything, but they were just churning out Chinese food, and you're just sitting there, and I don't know, it's just so surreal to think that was like, this story happened years ago, but like, we would go to Woo Hop, like, I went there less than a year ago, it's just so weird to think that we live in such a different time. I don't know. Dylan, you have a good night, dude. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. But yeah, that's my that's Pat at his finest right there. Fucking sneaking into karaoke in Koreatown. Good times. Caroline, I haven't been in that Discord in so long. I made a Discord for Patreon, which was a really good move. It really helps the channel, and I don't know. The discussion there is more on the channel. I mean, R.I.P. the old Pad Discord server. I love everybody in there still. It was a good time. It was a good run for while it lasted. But after a while, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna actually make a Discord that gonna help the channel. I don't know. Ryan, what up, Ryan? Ryan is an OG New York friend of mine. Ryan is the first person that I ever met as Pad. Went to a Young Bay show in Brooklyn, and he messaged me, saw that I was going on Twitter, and he was like, hey, can we meet up? And I was like, yeah. And he's like one of my good friends to this very day. Ryan, we've done so many things. We've been to so many shows. He's done a lot of photography work. He actually, Dewdropper, my album Dewdropper, the picture in the background is a photo he took of his bed. And I just thought it looked really cool. I was like, one day I was like, hey, can I make this into an album cover? And he was like, sure. So yeah, Karin, I don't want you nowhere near any of my servers. I I am too cool for everybody from the old Discord. But Cryro, what's up, dude? Just found you like almost an hour ago through your Death Dream video. Gotta say, it's been really chill listening to you ramble on. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me company. This is a nice little break. Like I was saying earlier, I just finished my Everywhere at the End of Time script. And I was like, you know, let me just go on for a little bit. I'm wide awake. I took a huge nap after work today. And I have to be up at 8 in the morning, so I might just pull an all-nighter. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. What? Alright, how about this, everybody? What is a video you'd want me to make for a future video? I'm pretty backed up in, like, upcoming videos, but I always appreciate new ideas or topics and stuff like that. What's the scariest thing that's happened to me? It's probably the ghost story I tell so many times on stream. I just feel bad saying it again because I know a lot of people have already heard it and they have to sit through it again, so I don't want to say the story. 3D, dude, have a good night. I fucking miss you, man. You know, even though the vaporwave scene's so strange. Like, you meet people maybe once if you're lucky, like Econ, and you just feel like you miss them. You know, I feel like I've known people like 3D Blast for so long, and I've hung out with them like multiple times, but it was really only Econ, obviously. So, but I do miss you, dude. I hope you have a good night. Pad's favorite folk album. Knowing me, I'd probably put like fucking Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know. Yuan. I actually haven't made a video on my all-time favorite albums. I was thinking of doing that when I hit 100,000 subscribers as like a celebration video. So maybe we'll do that. Can I make a video on lo-fi hip-hop? I know Mr. Amazing already did, and I kind of did a video. I know, before I say Jay does lo-fi and everyone fucking kills me, I kind of feel like I cover what I need to cover about lo-fi in that video. So you can check that video out. Green de la Bean. I don't know that channel, but I will check it out. Bro, Simon and Garfunkel is rock. I know. I I know. I just think sometimes like just acoustic guitar music is folk to me. Wait, ain't this the sound that played on Desert Sand set? Yeah, I'm sure he played most of this stuff. Here's the link to the album for anyone who wants to listen to this. Toby, I will be doing a video on them eventually. With another YouTuber, actually. We're working on that, so that will happen. Video about popular vaporwave samples and origins. I think that would be kind of counterproductive, because there's those videos that just show the sample and how it was changed into the song, which I think people, when it comes to like wanting to learn about the samples, they just rather see it in action like that anyway, so... Did I have fun making the noise music video? Yeah, I think some of the most fun videos I've ever made on this channel is the recent string of videos I've made. Like, I know I don't really necessarily cover vaporwave too much anymore. But y'all know me, like, I'm always going to be in the vaporwave scene. Like, that's just my thing. But after a while, like, looking back, I don't know what else to cover about vaporwave. Like, I really covered, I feel so much. There are certain things, though, that I will be covering, like Slushwave, eventually, so. And I will be doing a video on Pop Tatari, Zebo. It says boredoms, maybe, so I will be doing something on Pop Tatari. Eddie the Creator, I've never heard of that person before. a math rock video. I was actually thinking of doing a video on the new Fall of Troy album and then kind of just going through their history, but I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't really know how well it would translate on the channel. Like, I feel like I can only go too far, and I really like the vibe I've been building with the past couple of videos. So I think I'm going to keep it at that for a little bit. Is it getting cold in New York already? At night it is, Ryan. During the day, not really. Like, I try to play basketball every day. Me and my friends try to ball every single day, and it's still been hot. Like, it's warm out. There's definitely been years where it's been way colder around this time. So a 90s J-pop video. Cover J-rap at some point. There's so many genres to cover. That's the beautiful thing. I feel like I never run out of things. That's a good idea. I've never really talked too much about Vectroid either on the channel. So, like, Vectroid, not Mac Plus. Vectroid stuff and the Prism Corp releases. So, Cardi, I don't know, dude. I don't know why you don't make a channel or something, dude. I remember. So Cardian actually submitted some entries for the 107 Vaporwave albums video, and you worded things so well. I don't know why you don't do something. We got Mr. Zobelli in the chat. John, did you see my tweet I made about you the other night about Shark Tank? Did you see that or no? Did I do anything on Japanese funk music? I guess Jagataro would count, so you could check that video out. And I do want to do a city pop video one day, but I don't know. It's just, especially now, like spooky season, I got some videos I got to do. Cardian, I definitely appreciate the honesty. Oh wait, you could barely hear me? Okay, let me talk. I'm like laying back. Hey, I mean, say what you gotta say, dude. And you don't really need, I mean, yeah, when you don't have the best equipment, you know, the videos might not translate over the best, but yeah, that's fucked. That is fucked. Ari Tasuku? No, I have no idea what that is. What song reeled me into Vaporwave? I mean, to be honest, the Lisa Frank 420 was like the first song I really, you know, kind of, I guess, sucked me in, I guess. Christ or Matt who came first? No. Mauricio, listen. You just want to hear someone talking chill. Well, you came to the perfect place. I'll try my best. I will try my best. We're here for you, though, Mauricio. We are here for you. All right, Cardian. I will definitely check. Let me. Gee, oh my God, you weren't kidding. You sent some shit over. This is a lot of stuff. Oh my lord. I see that Good Evening by. I love that album. Good Evening. That's a good one. Yeah, man. We'll crush this Slush Wave video. We'll have a good time with that one. We're gonna get Desert in that video too. We've been talking about it, so we'll make something really, really good. That'll be fun. Blue Dragonfly, what gave you confidence to start doing what you're doing? Sorry if I'm asking too many questions. I'm not asking too many questions at all. I love the questions because then I just sit in silence and I don't know what to do with myself. The channel all started. I didn't even mean to start a channel. I was kind of at a boring job at the time, and I felt like I wasn't being creative anymore with graphic design. I was working at the time, just designing products for like companies, and we were like a third party design agency, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something to be creative on my own terms. And I was like, why don't I make a video? And I was just getting into vaporwave at the time, so I made that video. And then it got some like comments, and people liked it, and they asked me to make another one. So I was like, all right, let's do something on Future Funk. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Let's make this into a full-time thing. But I don't know if the word's confidence, but I think it's just a lot of people don't realize, and someone I always look up to for this, John, you're one of them, with Business Casual, is consistency is so important in anything in this world, because with all the distractions of everything we have in the digital world these days, it's very easy to not be consistent, because there's just so many things that like can take your attention away. So if you can find a way to really just buckle in and stay consistent with something, I really think you have a very good shot at growing something or being successful. And one way to solidify something that can keep you consistent is just doing something you're passionate about. So I really liked vaporwave music at the time, so I kind of just kept doing it, and then there are times where obviously I don't feel like making a video, or I don't feel like doing this and stuff, but you just do it, because the end result is always so rewarding. Like doing these online shows, like throwing the festivals, the home run derby, the block party, it's a really tiring stuff, organizing it all. But when it all comes together, it's worth it. And you have to put your body through that, otherwise you won't grow. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a like a wise person at all. I don't know. I still have so much to learn and stuff like that. But I think one thing that I concretely know is if you put the time and effort and consistency in something, you gotta get some sort of result. So that's it. Just realize that consistency is the biggest tool. And if you can control that and not get distracted or limit your distractions, you should be able to put out a product that people are gonna just be attracted to. Your passion shows in work that you put out. If you really are genuine about it, just people will naturally. And you don't have to be the best at all. I am not the fucking best person that talks about music at all. You all know that. Like, I try to just be very simple and conversational, and I just give you an honest opinion about like what I'm listening to, and I think that's what kind of made the channel, grow. Like just honesty and just my passion for just finding new music and shit. So I don't know. That's it. Good morning from Poland. Holy crap. That's pretty cool. Like I was saying earlier, I had a friend who was Polish, one of my best friends in high school, and his mom would just cook up some good stuff back in the day. Oh my god. I don't know what like any of it was called besides the pierogies or whatever. But it's so good. I'm so hungry right now. So anyone got some fun plans for the weekend? I'm furniture shopping. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try and hit up a couple yard sales tomorrow though. So I love garage sailing. My girlfriend and I would love doing. So that's a good question. What about when we can't find this passion? When almost everything seems, that's a really good question. So it's hard for me to answer that because I kind of just. Actually, no, it's not hard for me to answer that. I think a lot of people are already passionate about things and they like things, but we always try and just get into a whole nother thing. There's that saying where it's like, you can do 1,000 different things throughout your life, but, maybe not get amazing at any of them or even good at any of them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just a certain path you take. But sometimes when you sit with one idea and just give it the time, it could blossom into something really well. So just sometimes instead of like thinking you need to like have the passion, this word that's like so big and daunting and stuff like that. It really could just be something you like, and then just take the time to discipline yourself, be consistent with your output, and try and do something with that thing you like in a way that other people would like, or they would like to hear you talk about, or shit like that. So it's more simple than thinking you need to have this huge epiphany of something you love now. Like, just something you kind of like. Like, I don't know, you like fucking pizza, right? Just discipline yourself and be like, you know what, tonight I'm not gonna watch, like, get into a new hobby or something. I'm just gonna sit with this one thing. I'll tell you something really quick, and not saying anything bad about this at all. Like, everyone can totally do whatever they want, but sometimes in the scene I'll see people, like, so many people will make so many different aliases, and when one starts picking up, like, they'll just totally shift and be like, I'm gonna start this new thing. And I'm like, just, that's like an example of what I'm saying. Just stick with something for a little bit. Just stick with it. Like, I know sometimes you're gonna want to try something new, but stick with what you've built already and keep building on it, because there's so many distractions and there's so many things for us to want to try. I don't know, but just, yeah, you don't think you need to have this crazy thing you can confidently say, I'm obsessed with this. That's not what having a passion is all about. You find your passion in a gradual progression. Like, I didn't know I wanted to do YouTube and stuff and work towards doing it full time one day until maybe like a year after starting Pad, or just before that. Like, it took a long time to really realize, like, wow, I really love doing. Some of the most peaceful moments of my life is like when I'm able to zone out and like write a script and have a cup of coffee or something, and it's beautiful. Like, I've never had that before in my life, so that's how I know this is my passion. So everyone will find it. So you'll all find it. Well, that's a good point too, Cardian. I do agree, but I also think, like, try doing it with the alias, you know, like, take it in. For me, like, I would talk about Vaporwave so much, and now I just totally changed up, in a way, what my videos are all about, you know? I've been trying so many different things, and I wouldn't want to make a new channel because of that, you know? So, okay, so here's a good comparison. I know a lot of people are like this, and I kind of am like this too. Does anyone have that problem where, like, let's say they play a game, like a video game, Pokemon, perfect example. You make a new file in Pokemon, right? And then, like, 2 months later, you come back to it. Even though you got so far, you have this urge to just start fresh. And it's not like it's a bad thing. But if you literally just start off from where you were, just kind of get readjusted and be like, all right, here's my team. You know, here's what I have. Here's where I am in the game. I don't know. You can build on what you have already. Just, I guess, like a metaphor for what I'm trying to say. But I know, well, that's annoying too, Cardian, but at the same time, I would always say, just trust your instinct, and you're always going to get bad reception. It's just, it is how it is. So, yeah, exactly. How do I avoid burnout? Don't let anyone kid you. Everyone gets burnt out. For me, I just, I don't know. I love playing basketball. That's something I do. I like UFC. I watch a lot of fights. I like boxing. Just kind of you totally disassociate yourself from whatever's causing you burnout. Like, if I want to really relax, I just don't even have my phone. I don't check Twitter for Pad. I'll just totally throw that aside. I pretend that Pad doesn't even exist. And that's it. I just totally put it to the side. Gaethje Khabib, though, I'm fucking pumped for that fight. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that fight. I'm so excited for that fight. I really don't know what to expect, though, because with Tony and Gaethje, I really thought Tony was gonna whoop him. Thought he was gonna destroy him. And Gaethje was all, like, scared going into the fight, but he fucking put the work in. I don't know. And I think, like, I want to say Khabib because it's Khabib, but Gaethje's a fighter, dude. He is not like, if you get him to the ground, he's not gonna be like McGregor. He's gonna put up something. McGregor was scared of Khabib, so. I'm talking about fighting everyone. If I don't know, I feel like everyone's just like, what the fuck is he talking? Let's see. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. I'm getting tired. Even though I should probably just stay up the whole night at this point. Real quick, before we keep going, just one more time, let me put my shameless plug in there. If anyone wants to support the channel, you can become a patron. Here is the link to the Patreon page. We have an exclusive Discord server over there called Club Chennington. It is a lot of fun. For those who are in it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a great time. It's we talk about music production. People, you know, throw different ideas around. We talk about videos. We also did a music compilation called Club Chennington Select Volume 1, which we'll be doing Volume 2 soon. And if you want to get involved in that, it'll be really fun. We do a live premiere party on the channel like we did for the first one. So, yeah. And it also helps the channel a whole bunch. So, if you're interested, that's the link. And I'll see you in the server if you decide to join. But, alright, let's start wrapping this up. I guess throw some last second questions at me. Am I going to mention Space Funeral at all in the video? I still have a lot of research to do for that video, so I'll see what I want to do and learn what I have to talk about. Have I heard about Death Step? No, I have no idea what that is. Where do I see myself 10 years from now? Honestly, I hope to have a couple kids, you know, get married with Miss Chennington, and I love building shit, so like I eventually want to build my own house is something I want to do, and we want to move upstate New York in the mountains, and just fucking get away from everybody, and just look at the beautiful trees, and that's it. Honestly, that's really what I want to do. I do eventually see the channel ending, like, not for a very long time. Not for a very, very long time, but I hope to get to a point where, like, Catskill Records is up and running very smoothly, and I can kind of just do that as my full-time thing. Have the channel still, you know, alive. I'm not going to delete the channel, but, you know, just not make videos anymore. But yeah, I just hope to, like, have a couple kids at that point, and that's it. Just simple. Just enjoy nature, and, I don't know, watch my kids grow, I guess. What up, Brandon? Brandon, you just met. I'm about to bounce, Brandon. How you doing, though, dude? Do I ever doubt myself or not feel creative or intimidated? I sometimes seem to feel lost creatively, not sure what my medium is. Yeah, I do feel doubt and definitely, you know, spells of not being creative at times, but I never really feel intimidated by anything. That's just, like, kind of the person I am. I don't know, I always think that if you just trust your instinct, you can never go wrong. So there's no need to be intimidated. Plus, there's so many people out there who are scared and, you know, not hungry to make a move or stuff like that. You always got to remember that. Like, you're already ahead of the game. So that's what I tell myself, too. So I got nothing to be scared of. But, yeah, sometimes, you know, I don't feel creative. But like we were talking about before with burnout, you just sometimes just fucking take a break. And you can come back 20 times stronger if you just flush your mind out and just do something mindless, you know. Go throw basketball. I don't know. Have I ever recorded a rap song? No. Aristotle, Simone, I never have. Thanks, Ron. Yeah, I'm really excited about the growth of the channel. It's really, really cool watching it grow after all this time. Greetings from Costa Rica. What's up, Gustavo? Greetings from the States, buddy. favorite game and movie I have played and watched in 2020. Probably Parasite was the best movie I watched this year. That movie was sick. And game, has anyone heard of a Bug Fables on the Switch? I think it's a PC game, but like they ported it to the Switch. It's like a Paper Mario spiritual successor or something. So good. That was amazing. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, those two I would definitely say. Do I think YouTube's going to be replaced in the next few years? No, I think it's only going to get stronger and stronger. I think it's impossible to kind of beat at this point. But you know what? I do have to say, YouTube would get a lot of shit. It still gets a lot of shit for a very long time. There's a lot of things they need to fix. But I feel like these days, I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like content creators and YouTube we're kind of like evening out at this point. It's really not. Don't get me wrong. I mean, copyright's a bitch, and like, you clearly see less ad revenue if you like even say like shit or something in your video. Like, you just, so I don't know. But I don't think it's possible. I think as we progress through the future, just like, we're gonna get to a point. This is what I believe, but I think we're gonna get to a point where like just 10 companies run everything. You know. So, am I a fan of David Lynch? Yes, I have to watch David Lynch films. Me and my girlfriend, like, we just finished Twin Peaks a couple weeks ago. We have to watch the third season. We just watched Fire Walk with Me, and it was so good. But I definitely want to check out more David Lynch stuff. Oh my god. Alright, I think I'm gonna bounce. What can I say before we go? So just expect, I'm gonna try and do 2 more big videos this month before Halloween. So there's a fish in the percolator. I know. What was that guy's name? Pete. Pete, he's so sweet. Pete was such a, I like Pete a lot. He was cool. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do 2 videos before Halloween is my goal. I'm gonna try my best to get the caretaker video out this month. I don't know how it's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna try. So there'll be that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. This was a nice relaxing, you know, little break. I gotta be up in 4.5 hours. And then I'm gonna go furniture shopping with the missus. Start plotting the place out. That's gonna be fun. Should I just bring my fucking Game Boy Advance? Should I do that to her? Just like go there and just sit on a couch and play Game Boy while she does all the talking? She didn't fucking kill me. Thanks, Data Girl. Yeah, I'm happy I got to accompany you during your rendering struggles. All right, everyone. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for chilling. Have a good weekend. I don't know what else to say. Do something fun. Chill out. Relax. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Much love. Your boy, Pat Shevington.